Alright, you are back with comedian Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. So it's another late night fucking tonight. I just got home. It is 1:45 and I am absolutely fucking cooked. It has been a big fucking day today. Went out and met Ashwin for coffee, and then we went for lunch. Like, Hyderabad is known as like having the best fucking food, and I can vouch for that. It is absolutely fucking unbelievable how the food tastes here. Like, it's crazy. It doesn't even make sense. The most famous thing they have here is biryani. Hyderabadi Biryani is like meant to be the best biryani in India, and I went to a place today. This is meant to be the second best biryani in fucking Hyderabad. We couldn't go to the best place. The best place is called Shadab House or something like that, but it's just takeaway. You got to pre-book, and then they just dump a biryani on you and tell you to fuck off. That's how good it is. You know it's good when they can tell you to fuck off. And you line up for the fucking privilege. But we went to fucking this place. I forget what it was called. Shah Grouse or something. That's not how they pronounce it here, but that's how it's spelled. Shah Grouse. And that was recommended as the second best biryani. And I don't even know how they get so much taste in it. It doesn't even make fucking sense. Like, you're eating this rice and it's so fucking like complicated, the taste. And you look at the rice and you're like, it's basically white rice with a little bit of orange shit. You're like, how is that flavor even possible? And it was fucking amazing. But then I ate way too much. Like, I ate way too fucking much. Ashwin stopped eating because he had his hour show coming up, and I was like, I just need to do like 10-15 minutes. I'm just gonna fucking eat. And I ate like a fucking maniac, and then I just didn't recover for the next like 4 or 5 hours. I was like almost in a coma. I was incapacitated, and I had to get out to this gig. So I ended up jumping in a fucking tuk-tuk to this gig, and I was like, when I rocked up, I was fucked. I was like, I don't even know how I'm going to perform. My brain's not working. My body's malfunctioning. I'm fucked. And I got there like just on time. So we were fucking around for a few minutes, and I was trying to get a coffee just to smash a coffee in and try and get a boost. And the cunt's kettle caught on fire. His fucking kettle caught on fire, so there was a delay on the coffee, and I didn't get the coffee before the gig. I couldn't drink it all. And then I went on stage, and I started speaking, and then I was like, what do I normally say next? What do I say next? And I was stalling because I had nothing in my brain. And I was even confused. I was like there's nothing in there. I was saying that to myself on stage as I'm stalling. And thank God, like 2 people walked in. I'm like, all right, guys, come in. Yeah. Tried to make a joke about that and didn't actually make any joke. And then I went back to my brain and I was like, all right, something should be there now. And just like fully black. Just black. I'm like, this biryani has really fucked me up. And then I just continued stalling, and I tried to riff a bit, but the riffing wasn't going well because I had nothing in my head, and there was a white girl in the crowd, so that kind of helped a little bit. But for all intents and purposes, it was rubbish. It was more or less a bomb. And then I had to bring Ashwin up, and I fucked his name up. I was like, Ashwin? Srinivas? His name's Ashwin Srinivas. I was like, Usherwin? Like, it was just retarded. It was retarded. There's nothing else I can say about it. So that was the first gig of the night. I did 2 more after that. And after that first gig, I ended up getting a coffee, having a dart. I've been smoking a few darts, to be honest with you. Like, not too many, but a good amount. I'm back on them, it seems. So then we went over the second gig, and I'm like, all right, I have to do a little bit better at this next gig. I have to redeem myself. So I did. I ended up redeeming myself. I had a really good gig the second gig. And then there was a late night show going on. And so we all went down for this feed at this, like, I think it was like a chart place where you get like doses and Bonda and Lil Rice feeds and all this sort of stuff. And usually I don't even like that stuff. Usually it's just like, it's fine, but it's not great. But South Indians think this shit's great, and everyone was standing around having a feed, ordering stuff. And I had the Bondas, they were great. And then one of the comedians was eating a rice dish, and she's like, oh, try this. And I was like, no, I don't really feel like it. It was just like tomato rice or whatever. It just looked like nothing. It just looked like red rice. And Ashwin was like, no, try this. You'll be blown away by the taste. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know about blown away by that, but yeah, give us a spoon. And I swear to God, it was one of the greatest things I've ever tasted. And I ended up like nailing the rest of it and then trying to get another bowl. And then they had shut. But one of the other comedians had ordered a dosa pizza or whatever the fuck it was. And that came out, and it just looked like, it didn't look like much. It looked heavy, bit of cheese on it, some corn, which didn't make sense. And I'm like, all right, this isn't going to be great, but I'll have a little bit. I'm hungry. I fucking knocked a bit off, ate it, and it was even better than the thing before. It was fucking insanely delicious. Like, everything's been like that here. Just so fucking delicious. I would come back just to eat. And anyway, after that, fucking did the late show, and I decided the late show I'm gonna do my normal set. I'm not gonna change anything. I left a few things out, but like more local references. But I did my straight set, and yeah, it was like a little bit hit and miss. They understood a few things, they didn't go with a few things, but more or less they were with me. But the thing is, like, that late show was just a young crowd, so they were pretty cool. If I was doing it to like old aunties and uncles and shit, no fucking way. Anyway, it's fucking 2 a.m. or fucking close to, and I got to get a fucking flight. I got to get up in like 3 hours or 3.5 hours to start getting out to the airport, which is 45 minutes, so I can get back. I fucking made a big mistake booking the early flight. Anyway, hopefully this one releases. I fucking released the podcast last night, and it didn't upload for some reason. It uploaded everywhere besides Spotify. So if the episode doesn't come out and it isn't on Spotify, for some reason, every now and then it doesn't release on Spotify. It will be on the other platforms. Apple, fucking YouTube, Amazon, whatever. All of them. It's everywhere else except Spotify for some reason. So hopefully this one gets released, because as soon as I fucking press send, I'm going to sleep and I'm not checking if it's been released. Anyway, that'll fucking do it for tonight, and I'll see you the fuck later.